Habe ich was falsch gemacht? Irgendwas muss doch schiefgegangen sein. Warum hassen mich denn alle?
Many things, Mr. Daniel. Many, many things. In fact, I wouldn't even know where to start! This was by far the worst thing I've ever reviewed in my life.
What makes you say that?
Well, this movie has been residing in the top 5 of IMDb's bottom 100 since its existence in 2004. Currently chilling on number 4, it was number 1 for many, many years. It is a movie so bad that the only good actor in the entire film, well, what am I saying, good actor? The only one with a reasonable performance in the entire film is dead. Well, I was looking around to find if anybody reviewed this in English, and I just found 3 or 4 German reviews, so I thought it might be a good idea to do this myself so you people have an idea of what's coming for you, but oh my god, the pain I had to endure. People, the shit I do for you. The only movies considered to be worse than this wreck are an Erdogan propaganda movie, Kirk Cameron's Saving Christmas propaganda movie, and Baby Geniuses 2. And I tell you, if more people would have seen this than Baby Geniuses 2, it would be higher up there than Baby Geniuses 2.
What sorcery is this? Sorcery indeed.
Why hello there and welcome to the Movie Void, where we review whatever the fuck we want to review. To understand the nuclear train wreck Daniel the Wizard is, you must understand who 2 people are first. First, a one-off being Daniel Kübelberg personally.
Baby, baby, call me Dr. Love. Baby, I couldn't get enough.
I'll not be making any mean-spirited jokes about this guy. There's really enough of those online. I'll just let the images speak for themselves.
You're wasting your time when you're acting.
And boy, do those images speak for themselves. So back in 2003, when Germany's version of American Idol seemed somewhat relevant, this dude suddenly came along. He couldn't really sing, he couldn't perform, but he could be really, really, really fucking weird. And it worked! Somehow this guy managed to be number 3 on the show, pulled out an album out of his ass, and started storming the German charts like crazy. Even in all of Europe, you could see his fucking face everywhere. And so this dude was also voted the most annoying celebrity in 2003 and 2004. And the thing is, this was a young kid. He didn't really know what the fuck he was doing. Him being so androgyn and being this girly kind of guy, he kind of turned out to be an easy target, and every kind of an asshole who couldn't really deal with transgenderness or androgyny was picking on the guy. After the hype had died down a little bit, In 2004, they put him into the German edition of I'm a Star, Get Me Out of Here. Yes, in Germany, they are too lazy to invent original programming, so they just copy other shows. He didn't even do bad on that show, like 3rd place, I think. And after that, like, the hype was back. People were talking about this motherfucker everywhere again. And everybody was thinking, okay, this is the time when it's going to explode again. Everybody's going to be talking about fucking Daniel. But no! This film was released, and that marked the end of his career. Which brings us to the other factor that caused this apocalyptic mess. Enter Uli Lommel. If you think Tommy Wiseau or Ed Wood are bad, you don't know who Uli Lommel is. Ed Wood and Tommy Wiseau may be awful as fuck, but they have this charm in their awfulness. They're trying to pull out something big. They're trying to make something good. That is what makes The Room and Plane 9 from Outer Space work. It's an attempt to make a masterpiece that falls out flat. They are just so bad that they make you laugh because they take themselves so seriously and they think so highly of themselves. This guy is just a lazy, retarded piece of shit. He just keeps dropping one awfully boring, uneducated, unresearched, poorly scripted, horribly acted, and generally completely untalented, one can't even call them, films one after the other. I don't even know how the motherfucker finances himself. Well, this mess of a person somehow managed to work with Klaus Kinski and Andy Warhol. How? Of the 7 lowest rated films on Netflix, Lommel has directed 5. If AIDS was a director, it would be this man. So this creature comes along to this poor confused kid who can't deal with stardom and says, come on bro, let's make a movie. And then this disaster piece happened. Let's check it out. Wow, what a beautiful pink writing. It actually moves around. These guys have figured out how to use Windows Movie Maker. And then we get this huge build-up. Totally immense build-up.
Es ist jetzt kurz nach 17 Uhr und wie Sie sehen, strömen die Fans in die Halle. Es ist ein unglaublicher Andrang, ein Andrang, wie man ihn sonst nur von großen Popkonzerten kennt. Ein Andrang, mit dem man auch heute hätte rechnen können, den aber viele wohl so doch nicht erwartet hätten. Denn es ist nicht David Bowie, der hier heute auftritt, es ist nicht Phil Collins, nicht Robbie Williams, es ist Daniel Kübelberg, das Pop-Phänomen des Jahres, der hier heute seine große Solotournee beginnt.
They're talking about David Bowie, Phil Collins and shit. You have your 2001 Space Odyssey music playing. You are expecting a huge motherfucking superstar ready to give this huge Michael Jackson-esque performance. And this is what you get. And this performance, if you want to call it that, goes on for the first 10 minutes of the film. Seizure! But somewhere during this scene, we get to meet evil people. These 3, they are plotting to kill Daniel. And how are they planning to do that?
Bang bang, basta, and finito.
Yeah, bang bang, basta, finito. That's specific shit. So let me get this straight. These people are trying to kill Daniel because they don't like his music. Okay. Then we cut to something that looks like what found footage would have looked like in the 80s if somebody would have attempted to make found footage in the 80s. And it is Oli Lommel, personally, walking around the snow with a fucking trumpet in his hand. Generally, the whole look of the movie is as if somebody is trying to do found footage in the 80s. But it doesn't make sense. There is no reason to go for this natural, cheap, found footagey look, because this is neither found footage or a documentary or anything. So then we cut to Daniel sitting with his family eating breakfast and reading fan mail out loud.
Lieber Dan, ich kann dir gar nicht sagen, wie viel du mir bedeutest. Leider kann ich nicht zu deinem Konzert im Zirkus Krone kommen, aber vielleicht klappt's ja beim nächsten Mal. Ich wollte dir nur Dank sagen.
Ich war ganz nahe dran, mein Leben zu beenden. Ich wünsche dir alles Liebe.
Wait a minute, Jesus Christ.
You're telling me that Daniel's music stopped you from ending your own life. Okay, I know suicidal thoughts can bring you to a very, very dark place. And the weirdest things sometimes get you out of the situation. But how does Daniel's music get anybody out of the situation? That's what I want to know, dear lady. Was it this song that helped you?
You got me crazy. Hold you tonight, be my baby.
Was it this song that helped you reconsider living? They talk about how Daniel's grandfather was also a wonderful musician who entertained so many people. Relevance to the plot. And then a death threat letter comes in. They are alarmed. Instead of just going on with life and accepting the troll as what it is, just a fucking troll, they're considering hiring bodyguards.
So richtig starke Bodyguards.
But no, Daniel doesn't want to go there.
Ich will keine Bodyguards. Das ist doch albern.
Then we get a deep, inspirational, poetic song.
I cried myself to sleep so many nights. My bed was slowly drifting out to the sea.
For some strange reason, the director feels the need to show scenes of Daniel chilling with some tigers while he is practicing with his whatever this dude is. Is it supposed to be a music video? Is it supposed to tell us what's going on? We don't know, Oli Lommel! We don't know! So, Daniel's bitch spots the assassins and goes, shoo, shoo, shoo! Scurry away! Away with you!
An unseren über alle Maßen verhassten Kübelböck.
Sag mal ruhig, ich muss diesen Brief an den Kübelböck schreiben.
Denk nur nicht, dass wir auf deine vorgetäuschte Liebe zu den armen Tigern reinfallen.
I am not going to say anything about this tiger situation. Fuck. Your feigned love to those poor tigers! No, movie, you gotta be kidding me. This can't be serious. It is.
Meine Freundin und ich wohnen übrigens nicht weit von dir in Passau, wo du demnächst gastieren sollst. Aber dazu wird es ja wohl nicht mehr kommen, denn wir haben uns fest entschlossen, diesem Trauerspiel ein Ende zu bereiten.
Why would somebody who is planning to kill somebody write this person a letter that they are going to kill the person? It doesn't make sense. you don't announce that you're going to kill somebody before you do it, because then the victim has the chance to be prepared for your attack. Are they trying to warn him, maybe? If, like, they were threatening him, if, like, they were saying, oh, Daniel, if you're gonna play that show in Passau, we're gonna kill you. Then it would make sense, but no. No, they're saying, we are going to kill you in Passau. Just reminding you, you're gonna die. So then we cut to Balthazar, the leader of the assassins, walking around a graveyard, being followed by Uli Lommel, wherever he might have left his weird trumpet. And Uli Lommel confronts him. It seems that Uli Lommel is a ghost called Johnny. And he's threatening Balthazar, telling him if he does anything to Daniel, he'd have to deal with him. So it seems Daniel has Uli Lommel as his guardian retard. I want a guardian retard too! In this conversation, Uli Lommel reveals how he met Daniel. Oh my god, Hallmark card conversations. Followed by this. Kind of feels more like Cannibal Holocaust than anything else. So after this conversation, Daniel's guardian retard Uli Lommel hops away like a little schoolgirl. Skip, skoppity, skop, skop. Cut to a grandfather and his grandkid working at their cafe. And Daniel's music is playing in the background, and the grandfather doesn't like it at all. Because he's authority and he's not supposed to like this cool wild thing Daniel is supposed to be. Although there's nothing controversial about Daniel's music whatsoever, it's the biggest radio bullshit. The only thing you can complain about is that it sounds fucking wrong because he doesn't hit a tone. And the grandfather didn't allow his grandchild to go to the Daniel show. Oh, pain strikes me like an elephant. Oh. I bedazzle myself. We then cut to this montage of the said girl from the cafe putting makeup on while Daniel is blow drying his hair. Then we move from that into Daniel dancing like somebody who has some kind of an epileptic dysfunction in their mind in the snow. This is so fucked up, I'm going to join in. I too can dance like Daniel.
Wake me up, it's time to go. Working for the next big show. Frozen smiles and made up faces, hoping for some fake embraces. But I don't want to pay the price for any brand new fake device. So confusing what I'm feeling while I'm dreaming of voices. Hey, I'm a man in the moon, watching you work on a big balloon.
This was not fun at all! I just feel dumb! I feel violated. And now we cut back to the assassins. The chef of the assassins is a little upset that the other two didn't kill Daniel yet. And then they just repeat the conversation that they had before. That you're gonna kill him in Passau.
Bang, bang.
Cut to Daniel with his bitch in the car.
Du, ich habe was mit dir zu besprechen. Hollywood hat sich gemeldet. Die wollen mit dir einen Screentest machen.
Echt?
Und auch Las Vegas hat sich für dich interessiert.
Yes, that's exactly how it happens when you get a big movie role offer. Hollywood calls! It's like, hey, I'm Hollywood! Hollywood! Would you like to be in a movie? Okay, I need a break from this. I'm gonna go get drunk. Maybe then this'll work better. So, back to the movie. We are at Daniel's audition for Hollywood. I wonder how Hollywood looks like.
Introduce yourself, Danny boy.
Ich bin Daniel Kübelböck aus Eckenfeld.
And cheers to you guys. And then this happens.
Do you believe in miracles? Do you believe in fantasy?
It's like ramblings of a madman. He says something totally stupid and this strange piano music moves in. Look, I can do it too! I am so important. I am very Jesus-y.
Von Eckenfelden nach Hollywood.
The things I say have meaning. Even though I'm talking incredibly mindless, mind-dumbing bullshit. Yes, and that was a casting for Hollywood. So if you ever want to make it big in Hollywood, this is exactly how you're supposed to prepare. May I mention, IMDb lists this movie as a half documentary. Like, as if the shit you're watching is actually real in some way. So, Daniel's casting for Hollywood. Sorry. Daniel's casting for Hollywood ends. And then the leader of the assassins and the ghost, Johnny, have another conversation, and it's exactly the same conversation they had earlier in this movie again. And for some strange reason, Johnny turns the leader of the assassins into a cockroach.
Johnny, was hast du denn da gemacht? Mach das sofort wieder rückgängig.
And then they use this joke.
Ich bin ein...
Ach ja, ich hab's. Ich bin ein Star, holt mich hier raus.
Some product placement for I'm a celebrity, get me out of here for Germany. This is awful. It's so lazy and awful. I'm gonna cry. So then we cut to the grandfather and Petra. And they're having the same fight again about Daniel's music playing in the cafe. And suddenly Kübelböck walks in.
Da, das ist er doch. Das ist doch der Kübelböck.
And buys all the cake in the house. Okay, it's just 5 cakes and it costs 35 euros. But he does that. And then you get this strange, fucked up, totally demented scene. So all of a sudden this bar transforms into this, let's call it psychiatric clinic. this woman, she's all singing opera shit. The grandfather looks like Humpty Dumpty on crack. And yeah, and it seems Petra is now also invited to Daniel's show. We then cut to this totally weird scene where Daniel is sleeping and the grandfather of Petra sneaks into the house and tries to kill him while Daniel is dreaming about scenes from I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. I'm not even making this shit up! Just how much did I have to drink? Fuck! What the fuck is going on here? But it all turns out to be a dream and Daniel is totally fine. Inception. Are you noticing how many I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here references there are in this film? It's like this entire film was financed by them, how often the show gets mentioned. So then we move to the show in Passau, where all the shit's gonna go down. This is where Daniel's supposed to get killed. This is where Petra and her grandfather are. And Daniel's about to prepare for the show. Until Daniel's guardian retard, Uli Lommel. And he goes on. So the guardian retard goes on about how it's important for Daniel to believe in himself. And we go to the show. By the way, check out these lyrics. Yes, Daniel thought it was easy to be a good love maker. Who writes this shit? So there's a break in the show, and Daniel goes backstage, and then he's kidnapped by the assassins.
Okay, we're back.
That blonde chick's kind of hot, don't you think? And while this is going on, our guardian retard does this. Yes, the Daniel that I'm supposed to protect is at gunpoint, and I will just sit here and spit on my music box, because that is what I do. I sit there and spin my music box. So Daniel's kidnapped, and the people at the show, they don't even bother to call the cops. They're like, where is he? So all the assassins start having second thoughts about this.
Der ist gefährlich, das sehe ich schon. Der hat was. So langsam verstehe ich auch seine Fans. An dem ist was dran.
And Daniel has this emotional talk about the problems in his youth. And the dude of the assassins also talks about his problems. And Blondie backs out. And then they all just leave. And Daniel can go back. This is how lazy this movie is. They have like these, yeah, I had a problem with my childhood. Oh, I had a problem with my childhood too. Oh yeah, you want to kill me, right? So are you gonna kill me? No, I'm not gonna kill you. You can go. Okay. This is how lazy this movie is. No, really, like, just put it all together. Celebrity. Obsessive hating fans. Wanting to kill the celebrity. They kidnap the celebrity at one of his shows. The celebrity talks about his life. And they're like, oh, you're not that bad anyway. And they leave. Conflict solved. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, come on. Look, the thing is, this plot made this whole entire scenario stupid to begin with, okay? The way they dealt with the whole thing. But if you think about it, there's people out there like Jack Leeson from Game of Thrones or Josh McDermott from The Walking Dead who have been getting death threats for the roles they play. Celebrities getting death threats isn't like just bullshit. You actually have a topic here, like a theme in the movie that you could actually do some serious stuff with, like bring some messages across. But look what they do with it. This lazy fucking writing. This is insulting. I know it's funny, but at the same time, it really insults the people who have stalkers, who have to deal with death threats. So Daniel goes back to the show, plays it. Nobody has left, even though he's probably been gone like for at least 2-3 hours, but all the fans are still waiting for the second half of the show. Okay. And then Daniel gets visited by the guardian retard again. Tom? Who tells him the exact same thing he said before, but this time he adds that Daniel has to forgive his enemies, the ones who wanted to kill him. And since Daniel is Jesus, Daniel does just that and knocks on their doorbell.
Ich habe was für euch.
This is so fucking dumb! So stupid. You know what? I don't care anymore.
What you get is what you see. I like the skin I'm in. I like the skin I'm in. I don't need to play to win. I like the skin I'm in.
And then, in one last conversation with his mama, we find out that Daniel's guardian retard was actually always his grandfather. Oh my god, that's such a surprise! It's like an M. Night Shyamalan movie! So that was Daniel the Wizard. Hope you understand how awful this is. Gonna be honest with you, if in the first viewing it's highly entertaining, like, if you want to watch something totally trashy and stupid where the lazy writing actually pays off, it totally works out with that. It belongs in the same family, like The Room or the other movie, the German one I reviewed, Die Bettwurst. It has this totally different approach than the other bad movies because it doesn't try to be anything. It just tries to make a couple of bucks out of nothing. And that's why, like, it's always hilarious to look at this with friends. They're going to laugh their fucking ass off about this. But in general, looking at the whole packaging of things, this isn't a cool thing. This is a guy who made a lot of movies using a young celebrity who doesn't have an idea what's going on as a puppet and who's used to being treated like a puppet and just like making this own silly, stupid agenda of making money quickly. And it's sort of sad, to be honest. Well, what happened in the end? Did they live happily ever after? Well, I'll tell you. Anyway, Daniel, he tried to keep making music. It didn't really work. After this movie, nobody gave a shit about him. It was too much. He was adopted by this woman. Adult adoption. This woman's name was Kirsten Elizabeth Kaiser in 2011. 2013, he tried to make it to the Eurovision Chanson contest with a song called Be a Man. He looks like this retarded Justin Bieber. I feel a little sorry for this dude. And Oli Lommel, well, this didn't really do anything to his career at all. He kept making one bad movie after the other after this. He's ruined the careers of so many producers and actors with this bullshit. It's insane. If you are an actor who wants to make it big, and if you're struggling for movies, and you see the name Oli Lommel on anything, don't do it. You'll just wreck your fucking career. Jesus Christ, guys, that was a heavy load. I'm dead. I'm done. I'm fucking done.
How do you keep going when the worst thing has happened? What do you have to change inside to survive?
This was the movie void. You will see me when you see me, and I need a fucking break.
Von Eckenfelden nach Hollywood.